studio now. Charlie, what do we know so far?
Well, what we now know is these shootings all involved the same man who police say had come from Victoria to New South Wales in order to track down his partner. So police were first called to a home on Antwerp Street in Auburn just before 10 p.m. last night, where they were responding to reports of a domestic violence incident. There, they say he was trying to gain entry to the home where his partner was reportedly seeking refuge after their separation. She was also there with 4 other people in the house. So while there, he attempted to fire a gun at a man in his 70s. The gun misfired then. He then took aim at a woman also in her 70s. The gun did fire at that stage, but fortunately no one was injured. He then fled the scene before police could arrive. He attempted to carjack 2 vehicles in the Auburn area. The first involving a woman. She was able to speed away and contact police safely. The second was a man in his mid-50s who was sitting in the car with his 15-year-old daughter. He fired at the car, the bullet going through the driver's side window and hitting the man in his right shoulder and face. Police and emergency services were called to that location, which is on Mona Street in Auburn. That was at about 10:10 p.m. last night. So that 55-year-old man, he was taken to hospital where he remains in a serious but stable condition. Police then conducted an exhaustive search of that area in Auburn after that incident. They eventually found his body in Duck Creek, which runs just below Mona Street in Auburn, during a forensic investigation at about 2:15 a.m. this morning. Currently, that death is not being treated as suspicious. Police say this man, he was previously known to authorities but hadn't exhibited any specific behaviours to cause immediate concern. Here is the Southwest Metropolitan Region Commander, Assistant Commissioner Brett McFadden, speaking a little bit earlier.
When we look at the history of this 50-year-old male, in New South Wales he has holdings that take us back to 1989 and 1990. There's nothing of any substance since that time that would cause us concern. Victoria have no active interactions with him for 10 years. And so we're starting to look at what are those factors that really bring that sense of challenge and risk to the community and to the families that we are trying to protect. Whilst I say it's not necessarily easy, it's an unrelenting commitment that we have on a daily basis to domestic violence, to making sure that we're protecting our victims, but holding perpetrators to account.
So police are continuing some of those investigations into this incident today. However, they have said that there is no ongoing threat to the public.